Imagine this. You got a test tomorrow, but you're just chilling right now, feeling pretty confident. But then after a few days of not thinking about school, suddenly you're nervous. And then the night before the test, you spend a very long time stressing out over books and notes while trying to remember random facts. Does this sound familiar? Well, let me tell you, there's a much better way to prepare for tests. In fact, if you follow these tips, you'll be able to ace your exams without going through the stress of cramming. So let's jump right in. First up, make a clear game plan. Okay, so here's the thing. The main reason revision feels stressful and hard is because most students don't have a game plan. They just kind of wander around randomly, reading their notes and hoping that somehow things will stick in their brain. Now here's the problem. Routines feel good. They make us feel like we're making progress. But it's like watching someone else play basketball and then thinking you're ready for the NBA. Not quite. Real revision means actively using your brain to recall and apply information. And that feels way harder than just passively reading your notes over and over again. Well, guess what? That's not effective. Think of it like studying. You wouldn't watch a basketball highlight reel and expect to become an NBA player without practicing, right? Similarly, you need to practice recalling and applying information in order to actually learn it well. And that's exactly what a game plan helps you do. Let me explain. So to make a game plan, break the big topics you need to study into smaller chunks. Like instead of saying study history, try causes of World War I, life in the trenches, and effects of the Treaty of Versailles. Then schedule each of those tasks. Use a calendar app or a to-do list and assign each task to a specific day. It's okay to spend 2 or 3 days on one chunk. The goal isn't to finish everything in one marathon session, but to spread out your revision and to make sure you're focusing on one thing at a time. Number 2, use more than one source. Here's the thing, most classes are taught by one person, but you should never rely on just that one source for all your studying, because here's the reality, that one teacher might not explain things perfectly, or they might not explain things in a way that makes sense to you. Well, guess what? There's no shame in that. It just means you need to find alternative resources. That could mean your class notes, your textbook, or even YouTube videos. The more sources you use, the better your understanding will be because you'll hear different explanations and that will help you fill in any gaps in your knowledge. Plus, it shows that you're really invested in learning. Here's an example. Let's say you're struggling with photosynthesis. You read over your notes, but it still doesn't click. Then try watching a 5-minute video explaining it. And while watching, sketch out your own diagram. By combining multiple sources, you'll understand the topic much better. And don't just read, do something. Okay, let's face it, we've all read our notes over and over again, right? It feels productive, but it's like watching a movie and nodding your head as if you're understanding it. But are you really getting the point? Not likely. To make your learning stick, you need to engage your brain. So here's the deal. Whenever you're revising, do something active. That could mean summarizing key points in your own words, drawing diagrams or flowcharts, making flashcards for important terms, or even teaching the material to someone else. Oh, and don't worry, your dog is an excellent listener. And here's the best part. By doing these active activities, you'll start seeing knowledge gaps. And that's a good thing. It shows you what you need to pay more attention to next time. So instead of just passively reading, dive into your revision with both hands and make your brain work. Next up, test yourself. A lot. Okay, here's the truth. Your brain doesn't really memorize information until you force it to recall it. It's like trying to remember a dream. You might know you had one, but unless you make an effort to recall it, it's gonna slip away. Well, your brain works the same way with studying. So stop relying on highlighting your notes and start testing yourself. Seriously, it's the best way to trick your brain into remembering stuff. You can use past papers, which are like previews of the actual exam, or you can find online quizzes if you're feeling adventurous. Either way, cover up your notes and write down everything you can remember about each topic. Then check your answers, and if you get anything wrong, mark it clearly. That way you know what to focus on next time. Okay, moving on. Space it out and mix it up. Here's the deal. When it comes to studying, quality matters way more than quantity. In other words, spending 4 hours straight reading your notes is not nearly as effective as studying for 1 hour each day over a longer period of time. Not to mention you'll probably remember more if you take breaks. So here's a tip. Break down your study sessions into shorter blocks, like 20 to 30 minutes each. And here's another bonus tip. Mix it up. If you're stuck on math, don't just keep plowing through it. Take a break and switch to history. After all, variety keeps your brain engaged and prevents burnout. Next, apply it. Don't just memorize. Here's the deal. Your brain loves stories. It remembers things way better when you connect them to real-life situations. So if you're just memorizing facts and formulas without understanding why they matter, you're missing out on a powerful study technique. Now here's a simple trick. When you're revising, ask yourself, how can I use this in real life? Here are some examples. In math, explain why formulas work. In science, link concepts to real-world examples. In languages, write silly sentences using all the vocab words. In history, tell the story like it's a movie plot. So instead of just cramming for tests, try to apply what you're learning. You'll remember it way better. Revise with a friend. Listen up. Studying alone is fine, but studying with a friend can level it up. Here's the deal. When you study alone, it's easy to get stuck in your own echo chamber. You only hear your own thoughts and it can be hard to spot knowledge gaps. But when you study with a friend, you get instant feedback. You can quiz each other on key facts, divide topics, take turns teaching each other, and even turn it into a fun competition. So grab a buddy and get revising. Finally, look after your brain. Okay, here's the deal. Your brain needs fuel to function properly. So if you're pulling all-nighters and surviving on coffee and chips, you're not doing your brain any favors. So here's what you need to do. Sleep 8 hours a night. That's when your brain processes and stores memories. Take breaks every 30 to 40 minutes. Stay hydrated by drinking water and eat proper food. Yes, chips count, but barely. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, take a short walk. It'll clear your head and help you focus better. Now here's your quick test day checklist. Before you head into that exam room, make sure you can tick off these boxes. Are you able to explain each topic without looking at your notes? Have you practiced real questions from past papers? Have you gone through your mistakes and learned from them? Did you get enough sleep last night? Seriously, sleep is more important than cramming. So there you have it. The art of effective revision. Remember, it's not about drowning in books and notes. It's about quality study sessions and applying what you learn. So go forth, ace those tests, and crush your exams.